Ever wonder why most problems arise? It's often the manipulative 10% causing chaos.
The woes of the world are created by about 10% of people, which he calls these high conflict people. But they don't always come out high conflict like screaming and yelling. They're often very tactical and manipulative and very vindictive. They'll leverage victimhood. They'll leverage a lot of different things. And again, cuts across men and women equally, he claims. Again, I don't know the data behind this book, but the book itself just feels like a very useful thing that everybody should know about. So I'm enjoying reading this book going, oh my God, I wish I had this book years ago. Plus, I'm realizing like, oh yeah, like we always hear this, like most of our problems come from a very small set of people and things.
And most of society's problems.
And so who are these people? So we tend to call them narcissists or sociopaths or psycho, but those labels, while very useful in the clinic, I think have been overused in the general public. And like, we're not clinicians. We're not diagnosing anybody. And so, but difficult people that can ruin your life abound. But it turns out it's only about 10%. So, and it has some very specific protocols of how to deal with the people who are more outwardly aggressive versus play victim, et cetera. Very useful book. I think
It sucks that you have to think that way, though. Can you just enjoy someone? Enjoy their company?
If they're in the 90%.
Yeah, but that's the problem.
Right, but
you could zig when you should have zagged, and you run into a 10%er.
Take a year.
Yeah, but a year is a long time, though.
Yeah.
Also, people can learn like what you tolerate and don't tolerate and hide certain types of behavior from you.
Yes.
Yeah, which can be a real issue.
Oh, I've definitely experienced that. And it's, and again, I think we are often, I mean, you mentioned the relationship between erotic and manipulative and crazy, or just erotic and crazy. I think there's also that when we finally receive the sorts of, I don't know, love or affection, it's not always sex. It's not always sexual, right?
Right.
Like somebody like, I don't know, like rubbing your feet or paying a little extra attention to what you say or something. For some people, that's intoxicating.
It's a lot of it is paying attention to you. A lot of it is like listening to what you have to say or asking you questions about your thoughts and your feelings, which a lot of people are unaccustomed to. And that's intoxicating to people because a lot of people just want to talk about themselves.